So Gus and Silas just dropped me off. Gonna get in the boat, do the MCLEOD River. So if you can see much of the river or just me, I think zoomed in too much. Switch this to wide angle mode, I think, here. Paddling down the MCLEOD River, peaceful at this point. We got going to paddle all the way from Carp Lake to MCLEOD Lake is the plan. I thought about trying to get the jet ski up here, but figured I'd scout it out first. This ROBfin Packraft again. So far it's been pretty awesome. I was only going to have it for a weekend, but I think I'm going to keep it. I really like how stiff it is. It's might be able to hear that in the camera, but it's basically equivalent to a hard shell. So couldn't see much from the satellite for this little river. They call it the MCLEOD River, but it's basically a creek. I could see some logjams, so as long as it doesn't get too spicy, it should be okay. We're targeting those. That extra durability comes in handy. Pretty low angle so far, so yeah. See how it keeps up. I'm sure there's fish in here. I thought long and hard about bringing my fishing rod, but didn't want to break it every time I bring a fishing rod on a packraft. I tend to break the fishing rod. That would be a deadly fishing spot right there. So pretty much right away we got a bunch of split braided channels. Some that are going into woody land. But I do kind of like these exploring type trips where there's some strategy and guesswork and occasionally just luck trying to pick the right channel. Low volume for sure. Not too far down to reach this little slough. Quite shallow. This boat is quite fast in flat water, actually. That's good. That looks like a real boat. A lot of people have trouble going in a straight line in a packraft, but I definitely wouldn't advise adding a skeg because you're just going to find that hidden bottom. Better just to kind of practice paddling and get the hang of it. If you have a nice upright stroke, you should be able to figure out how to paddle in a straight line. It takes a little bit of time. already. See what happens next. So after the little lake kind of straightens out, picks up some speed. The river's probably doing about 5 kilometers an hour, and I'm adding pretty much doubling that by paddling a little bit. It's only about a foot deep here. Now a couple inches deep. But beautiful. That's the thing I love about packrafting. I love to hike, but I'm moving 3 or 4 times what I would be hiking. And this particular type of bush with these alders, thick swamp spruce, really is no fun to hike in. It's really nice having the option. Got a family of ducks here. Lots of mergansers in this lake. We've kind of been using them as a, in the lake too, but in this river because there's lots of fish. We've kind of been using them to help us find where the bait fish are. I'm sure these guys will eat trout too. Finally get a little sunshine. The weather's been rainy for the past like 3 days, cloudy, but finally get nice. Seeing this from the satellite, there was some across the whole river. Very carefully. Oh gosh. You're not getting my feet stuck anymore. The canoe, that would be a lot better. Maybe with my Royalized canoe I could have ran it over, but I don't think there would have been enough speed. I'm just scared off bear or something in the trees there. Haven't seen much deer sign at all here. I did see some tracks. I'm sure there is some mule deer, but definitely more like bear country to me. Lots of berries. See if I can catch it closer, but I was just thinking what I was gonna do if I come around a bend and there was a grizzly in the stream, and my decision was to take a two-handed paddle and slap it in the water right in front of him, see if I could scare him off that. Got a couple more river-wide strainers here. It's the sort of thing that relatively benign now, but if the water was faster and higher, definitely could be a problem. It doesn't take much to get pinned. We're having a pack raft that is rigid, helps a lot. Take a lot. In higher flow situation, you'd want to portage ahead of that, but something that I've done quite a bit, so kind of get an eye for which ones are going to be more problematic. Got another river wide strainer up this way. That was a fun one to get around. That's the thing about rivers or creeks that no one does, is there's usually a reason. Often that's it, is wood. Sometimes people haven't done it just because it's too hard or impractical to get a boat in there, or there's just not much, whatever, there's no big white water, so the kayak guys haven't done it, or sometimes it's just overlooked though, so I always gotta take a look and see. I start to see an opening coming up here. I don't know if I'm getting close to the lake or the river's taking a big drop or what, but something's changing. Looks like we're not done yet. Another little lake here, kind of just a widening of the creek. Cool little flowers. I think I had seen this when I looked on the satellite before I left home, but that's one thing to note, there is no cell service at all in this park, so you gotta plan accordingly for that. Brought a little two-way radio with me in my life jacket pocket here so I can communicate with Jess once I get to the lake. We're not exactly sure whether she'll be able to get down to the lake before it falls, so might have to paddle across the whole lake. We'll see. Either way, it's finally nice out. I've been going, I don't know, a little over an hour. I think it's about 8 kilometers. Probably doing 4 or 5 kilometers an hour. Average. Every time I got a portage, these logjams and stuff. So I can feel the breeze picking up in my face when it was behind me. So I think that means getting closer to Carp Lake. Close enough that the wind is blowing down the river valley a bit. Pools up here. Log jam. And starts to drop relatively quick after. Not sure exactly what's going to be up there. Packraft, I'd be hesitant to just bang up against the rock with a stick like that, but it's much tougher. Little skinny. Yeah. whole bunch of different channels here. Oh, unfortunately this one looks like a complete dud. Dang. Tall banks to the river. Here you'll see over my right shoulder, your left here. Must not be quite as big yet. See that? Channels are coming back together up here. Have a little bit of flow at least. Let's see where she goes. We got a big, huge spruce rock in the river this time, so have to do a legit portage, it seems. Shoes. Trick to bushwhacking with a boat without punching your boat or your dry suit. Dry suit knees or something that seem to be particularly susceptible to portaging mistakes. But I think we made it. I think my camera might be a little crooked now. But, I was halfway there, or when I thought I was almost there, I mean, I definitely was not. It was more like halfway, maybe, but halfway to where I am now, and I'm still not there, so I don't think that gap I saw was a lake. I think it was a swamp or something. But, an hour and a half into it. Still making progress, so it can't be too much further. That log back there was all scratched up. Those bear claws from the bears using it as a bridge. That's kind of cool. If you saw that, but there was a beaver swimming right beside me. I tried to spin the camera. I see the signs of beavers, but not a ton. That was just a little guy. Yearling. Must have a bank dam not too far from here, because I haven't seen him come up again. I'll have to take a look, but kind of cool. I love watching any animals swim underwater, but when it's this clear, it's really cool because you can see them. That was another awkward portage. I almost went around through the bush, but glad I didn't. This worked out a little bit faster, but yeah, hour and 45 into it now. It definitely took a little longer than I was hoping, but that's because of all the portaging. Hopefully the kids aren't worrying or bored. Gotta be getting close now. So about 20 log jams later, still not here. Working up a sweat. Keep telling myself we're getting close. Whether we are, another question. Saw another beaver and a big group of geese, kind of geese. You can see my GoPro battery is slowly dying, so that's lame. But keep trucking. I'll let you know when I'm at the lake. Alright, so we are at the lake. Was able to establish radio contact with Just, and unfortunately it didn't seem to be able to get down to the lake anywhere else. I think I can see where the road probably goes, so I'm gonna see if I can hike out to the road. If not, I might just paddle this whole lake. Come probably a solid kilometer, and got another kilometer and a half probably to go, but it is going the right way, so that is awesome. Alright, almost done the lake. Kiddos saw me from a while off and they caused the commotion, which they do well. And they're just behind me there. I don't know if you saw them, that's almost there. Alright, a quick portage with the Packraft, the vehicle, and then we're going to go play around in the falls for a bit. I'll go closer.